Hi, thanks for tuning in for the video explanation of fruit salad, which is our small group math protocol that allows for a teacher to teach differentiated leveled groups at their station, while your other students rotate and work together in mixed ability groups around the room. This protocol was created by Jen Hunt and Laura Nelson, two math consultants in Oregon. This protocol is used in hundreds of classrooms throughout Oregon and the Pacific Northwest. And if you use it, we would love to know how it's going. We also love to help people create this. So once you watch the video, if this is something that you are seeing for the first time, reach out. We can help support you. If you're watching this because you attended one of our workshops or we came to your school, then this will be a good recap of the fruit salad method now that we're not standing in front of you, and you can press pause as much as you like. So the idea behind fruit salad is back in the old days when we would do math rotations, we would put our students in leveled groups and they would rotate around the classroom 1, 2, 3, 4, and the teacher would get that opportunity to work with the leveled group, which is what we know is best for that group to get instruction from the teacher. But at the same time, we were leaving those leveled students with each other for the rest of rotations, which meant there probably wasn't a lot of communication happening, especially among the groups with students that had the most challenges in math. So we tried to find a way, with all the research, we know that students learn best when they are in mixed ability groups, when they are talking to each other, when other students are helping other students with math. This is what we're going for. So fruit salad was created to get those mixed ability groups working together, talking together, while the teacher still meets with a leveled group. So to start fruit salad, you would have 3 mixed ability groups with all of your students represented. In this particular slide, every fruit name that you see is a specific student. And I'll get to the fruits in a second. But right now I just want you to look at the groups. We have pink, blue, and teal. And these are your mixed ability groups that will be working together in the classroom while the teacher works with different fruits. So each fruit is a different ability group. The apples are your approaching grade level students. These are the students that need the most support from the teacher and their peers. Your bananas are your nearing grade level students. Grapes are your on grade level students. And your strawberries are your above grade level students. Now, for the sake of this demonstration, we have 24 students represented. But you may have fewer apples or more apples. You may have fewer strawberries or more strawberries. You've got to make it work for you. We had to choose a number for this, and this is what we chose. So you still have 4 groups functioning in the classroom at one time, but one of the groups is a fruit that's meeting with the teacher, while the other 3 groups are the mixed abilities. Take a minute to internalize the levels one more time. Your apples are approaching. Bananas are near, grapes are grade level, strawberries are above grade level. They're also alphabetical. This is so as a teacher you don't have to remember what fruit comes next. As long as you know what 4 fruits you're using, you know who comes next because it's next in the alphabet. So your classroom might look nothing like this, but if you did have the perfect 3 tables and a teacher table set up for small groups, again, this is just for the illustration. You might have students meeting on the carpet, you might have students meeting in the library, you might have students meeting at a table group, it doesn't matter. The idea is you have 3 different stations, one for independent practice, which is the current skill, one for fluency and number sense, which is not just drill and kill, it's going to be games, it's going to be interactive stuff, and problem solving, which is definitely not just story problems. It's a lot more perseverance, it's a lot more flipping the problem around. We can and do full day workshops on what to do with these other stations. That's not what this video is about. This is just about who goes where when. So you've got this set up. Side note for kindergarten and first grade, these 3 stations would all be number sense and perseverance exercises. Number sense and perseverance, and then more number sense and perseverance. So you've got your classroom set up. Your mixed ability groups, the color groups, are going to be at the tables while the teacher works with the fruit. So your very first rotation is going to be the teacher with the apples. Remember, the apples are your approaching students. These are the students that need the most time with you. This is why we start with this group. Because if you've gone to our workshop, you'll hear us say, don't set a timer. We have found that taking a little extra time with the students that need it is not necessarily equal, but it is equitable. It is what these students need, is more time with the teacher, and that's why we're doing groups like this. So take a little more time with your apples, 15, 20 minutes. You're watching your watch or the clock, and your pink group is doing the independent practice work. Your blue group is at fluency and number sense, and your teal group is at problem solving. As you finish up with the apples, and you ding your doorbell or shake your shaker or do whatever you are going to do to tell everybody that it is time to rotate, those apples are going to rejoin their group as their group is rotating, while the bananas are going to peel off, get it? And come back to the teacher table because bananas are next. So watch what happens here. Now the teacher has the bananas and the apples have rejoined their group. Now, at this point, you might be thinking, but my apples each missed a station, and now my bananas each missed a station. Don't worry, we have that covered. Hang tight. So now the bananas are with you. You shake your shaker, ding your doorbell, do whatever you need. And as everybody rotates at once, the bananas are going to rejoin their group while the grapes come to the teacher. We are now at rotation 3. So as you can see, the colors are going around the stations. Each time a different fruit is coming to the teacher. So again, there are 4 groups, 3 of them colors, 1 of them fruits. And that is how this works. So now we've got our last station coming up. But remember, everybody has missed 1 station up to this point, except for the strawberries. They got all the stations. So when the strawberries come up to you, guess what? No longer do students rotate with their color. Now, students are told for this very last rotation to go where you haven't gone yet. Because everybody has missed a different station, this still gives mixed ability groups. And it gives every student the chance to go to the station that they missed. Now, you can do a PowerPoint that tells students by name where they're supposed to go for every single rotation. We've got that for you to download, and that's fine. But I promise you they know where they haven't gone yet. They know what station they missed. So you work with the strawberries. Everybody finishes up at the station where they missed. So let's look at it specifically with the pink bananas. So you are a banana, which means you are a near grade level student, and you are in the pink group. Using the same slides that I just showed you, pink would start off at independent practice. So that's where the bananas are. They are working with their group at independent practice. Remember, the bananas are the second group to see the teacher. So now rotation 2, the bananas go with the teacher. And this is the second group. These are not the apples. These are bananas. Teacher might take a little less time with the bananas, maybe 15 minutes. Okay. Teacher's working with the bananas. Now pay attention. This banana, this pink banana that we're watching, is missing the fluency and number sense station. Third rotation, pink banana rejoins their pink group at problem solving. And on that last rotation, think, where's the pink banana going to go? Pink banana is going to go to the fluency number sense station because that's what they missed. Okay, let's do this one more time. Watch the blue grapes. Blue starts off at fluency and number sense. Moves to problem solving. Goes to the teacher. And now look at what the grape is missing, independent practice. So on that last rotation, this blue grape goes to independent practice, while the other grapes go to what they missed at other stations. So, you can do this. I promise you can. Use the link of this slideshow to edit and create your own groups. This is how it's going to look. You've got 2 lists, one if you've got 30 or so students, one if you've got 20 or so students. Do whatever works for you. I just called them large class and small class. But the first thing you're going to do is list your students, and you're going to rank them. Use whatever data you have. Do not let that be what keeps you from trying this. Use whatever data you have, a formative assessment, a summative assessment that you've just given, iReady data that somebody can print off for you or that you can print off for yourself. Use whatever you can and get this started so you can start playing around with it. So you're going to rank your students. The very number one student is your student with the highest need. It is your approaching grade level student that needs the most amount of help. The last name on your list is going to be your highest achieving student, your above grade level students, okay? So you're going to list them. You can do it on this template. You can just do it on a piece of paper. That's fine. Then once you've done that, roughly draw a line separating them into 4 different groups. These are your leveled groups. We're not worrying about colors right now. We're just doing the levels. Then go ahead and label those. Your top group, your approaching grade level students, those are your apples. Next group is your bananas. Next group is your grapes. Next group is your strawberries. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're looking at a couple of those bananas together and you're saying, ho, 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 number 10 and number 11 cannot be in a group together. That's okay. Don't worry about this right now, because remember, when they are in this configuration, it is only when they are with you. They're going to be spread out among the classroom for the rest of it. Okay, so now that you have this, you go to this sheet. Now, some of you may just want to start right here. If you want to list your students left to right, top to bottom, just like you read, that's fine. Other people like to start with the straight list. It doesn't matter to me, as long as you understand what's happening here. By rewriting the students' names this way, now we are equally putting them into mixability groups that are going to rotate together. We're putting them in the pink, blue, and the teal groups. So the numbers that are here correspond with the numbers on your list. Now, you may have 8 apples, or you may have 6 apples that's different from this. That's fine. You can just click on the little icons here and move them around, delete what you need to make it match whatever you have on your list. This is the template for a large class. This is a template for a smaller class. And like I said, move the icons around as needed. Now, this is where you can stop and look at behaviors. So the only thing you need to look at for behaviors is within the same color, because the other colors aren't going to be mixing unless they're with you for the most part. So look at the same color. Now, if you have different fruits of the same color that don't work well together, like let's say that you have a pink apple and a pink banana that don't work well together, that's okay, because they're only going to be together for one station. Because for all the other stations, the pink apple will be with you for one, the pink banana will be with you for a different station, and on that last station, because they each miss different things, they'll be at different tables. Now, if you have the same fruit, same color that don't get along, like let's say you have 2 bananas that are both pink that don't get along. Let's say banana 7 and banana number 10 on this list right here cannot work well together. Then you might want to think of switching one of those bananas with the number 8 blue banana, because same color, same fruit will be together for all of math class. Okay, so once you've got that done, you can use this template, change it around to make it look like your classroom. Like I said, I highly doubt you're all going to have just the perfect tables set up in a triangular fashion to do the 3 rotations. So use what you've got. You know, independent practice, you're at the round work table. Fluency number sense, you guys are playing on the carpet. Problem solving, you're at the middle table group of 4 desks, whatever it takes, okay? And you've got your teacher table. So move this around, change the icons, whatever you need, and then make 3 copies of that slide, however, or do it each time. I don't care, however you want to do it. But you can use this template, change it around to match your classroom, and all the colors work with everything I've shown you already. So you can put student names on those lines there, and I've written at the top who to write down. So like for independent practice, you would write down all the pink kids except for the ones that are apples. And for fluency number sense, you would write down all the blue kids except for the ones that are apples. So that's the first rotation. Second rotation, the colors move and the fruit changes. Third rotation, the colors move and the fruit changes. And then the last rotation, it says go where you haven't gone yet. And I've written down the kids that need to be listed there. So then you would look at your sheet and you would write the names for independent practice. You would write the names of the pink apples, the names of the teal bananas, and the names of the blue grapes, if you want. Or you can just say, this is who meets there, and kids should know what color and what fruit they are by then. I know this was fast. I hope you use the pause button quite often. But remember, if you've got questions, if you want to tell us how it's going, if you have an idea for us to use and share with other teachers, please reach out to us. We don't bite. We love hearing from people that are using this protocol in their classroom. We love hearing how it goes. So good luck, happy mathing, and have fun with fruit salad.